Don't you just love finding those hidden gems on online marketplaces? A vintage lamp, a forgotten painting, or in my case, a beautiful antique rocking chair. The listing was simple, almost cryptic, old family rocking chair. Needs a good home. The photos showed intricate carvings and a deep, rich wood grain. It was perfect for the empty corner in my study. I was the only bidder. A week later, it arrived. Bringing it inside, I felt a strange chill, even though it was a warm afternoon. I brushed it off, probably just dust from the old thing. I spent the rest of the day cleaning and polishing it until the wood gleamed under the lights. That night, I settled into my new chair with a book and a cup of tea. Back and forth. All by itself. I stared at it, my heart pounding. A draft, I told myself. It has to be a draft. I got up, checked all the windows, the vents. Nothing. Everything was sealed tight. I stood in the doorway of the study watching. The rocking was so slow, so deliberate. It was as if someone was sitting there, invisible, gently pushing off with their foot. I forced myself to go to bed, telling myself I was overtired, that my imagination was running wild. But sleep didn't come easily. Every creak of the house sounded like the groan of that rocking chair. The next day, I tried to ignore it. I worked from home, deliberately keeping the study door closed, but I couldn't focus. I kept imagining it, moving in the silence. Around noon, I couldn't take it anymore. I opened the door. The chair was still exactly where I'd left it. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. See, it was nothing. Just my mind playing tricks on me. But that night, it happened again. I was in the kitchen when I heard it. A faint, rhythmic creaking from the study. Creak, creak, creak. My blood ran cold. I grabbed the heaviest thing I could find, a cast iron skillet, and crept towards the study. Find A was a small, faded photograph. I'd cleaned this chair meticulously. I would have seen it. My hand trembled as I picked it up. Rocking chair, and I understood. A wave of nausea washed over me. I looked from the photo to the empty, rocking chair, and I understood. She was still there, still rocking her baby. I started having nightmares. I'd dream of a woman's lullaby, a soft, sorrowful tune that would echo through the house, always seeming to come from the study. I'd wake up in a cold sweat, and I'd hear it, the constant, maddening creak of the rocking chair. I tried moving it to the garage, but the sound would follow, a phantom echo in my ears. I felt like I was losing my mind. The lack of sleep was making me jumpy, paranoid. Every shadow looked like a figure. Every whisper of wind sounded like a lullaby. One night, the creaking was louder than ever. It was aggressive, frantic. It sounded like the chair was about to splinter apart. I knew I couldn't live like this anymore. I had to get rid of it. I grabbed the chair, my hands shaking, and dragged it out of the house. It felt impossibly heavy, as if it was fighting me. I hauled it to the curb for the trash collectors. As I walked back to my front door, I didn't look back. I couldn't. That night, for the first time in weeks, the house was silent. Blissfully, perfectly silent. I slept deeper than I had in a month. The chair was gone. A massive wave of relief washed over me. It was over. And that's when I saw it. A new listing. The photo was a little blurry, taken in what looked like a dim garage. But there was no mistaking the intricate carvings, the deep, rich wood. It was my chair. And the description. The description made my heart stop. It read, Found this beautiful antique chair on the curb this morning. A real treasure. Needs a good home. The listing had one bidder. Just keep scrolling. They just want their old one back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe check your own furniture. You never know who might have been there before you. Stay safe out there.